Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Center, and today we have a OnePlus 7 Pro that is in need of a repair. So let's check the device on what we can do with it. And as you can see, the front display is damaged, and at the back it's fairly okay. And this time it's not a glass back cover, and look at that damage, really bad. It may have been dropped, and all the force was concentrated on that top right part of the screen. And as we remove this back cover, we have to be very careful because there is an attached wire for the fingerprint scanner at the back. Whenever you see that, that's an indication that there's a fingerprint at the back of the device. And we have to remove the shroud. It's fairly secure. This is a good design. As you can see here, there's a battery in the middle and the daughter board at the bottom where the screen connector is connecting, and we have to test it first before we further disassemble the device. And typical on some broken devices, you have to be watch out because some of them will not boot up right away because the battery has been dead. Well, of course you can't see what's happening on your device, and you have left it maybe a couple of days, maybe a week before you're getting a screen replacement. The battery is totally drained, so you have to be very watchful for that because it's not really a bad damage. It just needs recharging to confirm that the screen replacement was working. And we can proceed now to the disassembly part of the process. And here we have the main board shroud taken off, and the holder for the battery, which is a film of plastic. We have to be very careful whenever we handle sensitive components such as the connectors and the battery, because the battery can explode on you. So this process is, as I may rate it, it's very complicated for novice repair technicians, and totally not for beginners who just wanted to try to fix it. Well, too bad. When you want to change the front display of a OnePlus 7 Pro, you need to disassemble the whole thing because the screen at the back, including that camera that we just uninstalled at the top, is very complicated to extract. And once you remove it all, you have to remember where they go. So when you reassemble it with the new display, this is the old display, and we're just gonna extract all the components that we can and transplant them to the new replacement screen. So this looks as complicated as you can see here. Maybe it looks easy because David is experienced technician that we have in the shop, and he has some experience handling this type of pressure. But for the novice, the enthusiast, maybe just go to a certified service center or a reputable service center like Sydney CBD Repair Center, where they have technicians who are adept experts in these types of repair. And as you can see here, all the components are laid up on the side, and there's still some components left to extract, like this daughter board here for the Wi-Fi, and of course the connector for the screen. And right here we are now transplanting all the small components, the vibration motor, the pop-up camera, to the new screen, because the new screen has the main chassis on the side of it, so it's integrated, unlike the iPhones that you can just take off the screen without really totally disassembling the device. So the OnePlus 7 Pro, very tricky to disassemble, but in terms of the overall design of the smartphone, it's pretty standard, but it has a pretty good layout, considering that it has a lot of moving components, including that pop-up camera at the top. So we're gonna install it back, make sure we conform to the tolerances, make sure we don't have these wires pinched in because these are your radio antennas for extra fast Wi-Fi. And when you don't install it correctly, you can't really have a correct fit when you install the battery and the back cover later on. And right here, we're gonna reuse the components for the battery because we are just concerned about replacing the whole thing, the whole front screen. So all the film that's holding the battery must go back in because that's how then the engineers, OnePlus engineers, designed this thing. So there's still pretty much a lot. So we're on, I think, 70% of the reassembly procedure. And if you have a OnePlus 7 Pro, you might think that you can do it this way, but mind you, there's a lot of tricks that you haven't seen because we cut out some parts of this video just to make it short. And because some of the complicated stuff like removing the back cover takes a lot of patience. So if you don't want to have these problems and ruining a perfectly good smartphone, just take it to a repair shop or OnePlus and have it replaced. If you don't have the warranty and you've been using your OnePlus 7 Pro, then take it to Sydney CBD Repair Center. We do a lot of iPhone stuff and Android stuff, including smartwatches and tablets. We have been in this business for a very long time now, and as you can see here, David has finally done his magic again. Very, very good. He's an expert in repairing Samsungs and other devices. We have expanded ever since then, and look at this. It looks good. It looks professional, and you don't have to worry about it falling apart when you take it home. And we can test it. Let's turn this on, and voila. Let's peel off this plastic and look at that. It looks brand new, right? When you replace your front screen, it looks like you bought a new smartphone. And we can show you the operation of the smartphone and testing because of the pins of the client. We don't want to show that here, and including the wallpaper because it's copyright. It's the privacy of our client. We're just showing you some of the testing operations that we did after the repair. And as you can see here, the final piece of the puzzle is the back cover, and we need to press it closely, make sure there's no gap, and we're done. So thanks for joining, guys. If you like these videos, click like and subscribe. Like us on our Facebook. Until next time, cheers.